This video is going to show you what all the different buttons on the steering wheel in a Nissan Leaf are for. This one's a 2017 Nissan Leaf, but each one's very... Let's have a look. On the right hand side we have cancel, which is fairly self-explanatory. If you're in any of the menus that you don't want to be in, you can just click cancel, and also click cancel for the cruise control. So we'll show you this first. So on these buttons here you've got a rocker switch which has got two different clocks on it. If you press the right hand one, that's how it says cruise control. Obviously I'm stationary, otherwise it'd be a bit dangerous doing this. To actually set the speed that you want, you just pull down, and then when the speed is set, it'll show you what miles an hour the cruise control is set at, and then you can actually just go plus or minus, and that'll actually do that. If you've had to brake and then you want to resume back to the speed that you set, you can actually quickly flick it up, and then it'll actually resume. And then to change it across, you would press the left hand button, puts the limiter on, and that works in just the same way. You would set the speed you want it to be limited. Actually it comes up, even though I'm stationary, 20 miles an hour, and if I push that button up, so I'm pushing that up, and you'll see that the speed's going up. So this is really handy if you get into roadworks or something like that, where you want to make sure you don't go over the speed. You can press that and you can actually put your foot flat on the throttle, and it won't exceed the 50 mile an hour. The throttle does have two stages though. So if you have got your foot flat on the throttle and then you press past the point, you'll feel it go a little bit further, kind of another step, and then it will exceed. It'll let you accelerate out of the limit, and it'll turn the limiter off. So just be careful of that. So that's the right hand side. And then also, so if we turn that back off again, so you just press either. So there you see, it was in limit, and then I just press it again and it goes off. This one down here puts it into eco mode, which dulls the throttle and turns the heating system down, if not off. So this is to get more miles from your charge. So you'll see at the moment it's showing 104 miles. If I press on that, and you see next to the P parking sign it says eco, and it's gone up 5 miles, because using the eco setting does give you more miles, but it gives you less throttle response and less speed and less things on in the car. So I'll turn eco back off again. And then on the left hand side is kind of your entertainment stuff. So if you want to answer a phone call, if you've got a phone connected to the system, there you go. You see I've pressed the phone and it's come up saying that there's no phones connected to it. You can also turn up and down the radio, so these buttons in the plus and minus. I'm going to go to the radio and I'm going to just turn it up. Oh, don't want to get done for copyright law, so there we go. That's the plus and minus volume buttons. Then we've also got down here the voice control. So if you press that,
you can interrupt voice prompts and speak a command immediately by pushing the talk switch. You can also use the up-down switch on the steering wheel to select an item from the displayed list. Please say or select a command.
Cancel.
Exit voice recognition.
Yes.
Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Exiting voice recognition.
So that's what it does, but then if you wanted to exit it without having to talk to it, you can press the exit button. And then this is the menu select in the on the infotainment system. You can see there I just pressed up and it went from BBC Radio 2 to BBC Radio 1, and then I'm pressing down on the switch, so pressing down, and it goes through all of the different radio stations. If you had your phone connected, it would scroll through your songs and stuff like that. This source button at the top, you'll see when I press, so let me just show you that there, source button, that button there. If I press source, it goes from DAB to auxiliary to AM to FM to DAB again. So it's just really the steering wheel control for the same as the source button on the side. So that's all of your steering wheel controls.